The new boat is finally here. I've waited so long for this boat, and I'm not just talking about from selling my last one and building this one. I've waited forever for the mid tower with the Mercury, you know, the whole setup exactly how I like it. So I'm gonna take y'all through, you know, show y'all some of the building it, running it, demoing it, the numbers that this boat got. It blew me away. I didn't expect the numbers that I got on the first time around. Hey, big thanks to JH Performance Boats and Sport Marine. You know, John, Mike, Lindsay, Brad, Shane, everybody, Blake, they all took great care of me. The boat turned out great. Big thanks to Redline Powder Coating. They've done my last couple of boats, and man, it's really held up. I use a textured black, though, but where the proof is these steps right here. When my feet are muddy, sandy, nasty, shelly, and I'm going up and down them day after day, and that powder coat just keeps doing his job, that's where I find that, hey, there's some quality in this. Couldn't recommend them more. They're up in Humble. If you have some powder coating and can't find them, let me know. Orion Coolers is sending a cooler to put in it. Castaway Custom Sea Deck. They're going to be doing some sea deck work on the boat. Very excited for all of that. But I want to take you all through and, you know, to show you a bit about the boat, introduce you to it. You know, maybe somebody comes take a ride on it. Hey, we are so close to 5,000 subscribers. When we get to 5,000, that's when I'm going to start being able to go live, communicate with you guys directly. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I can't wait. We're going to drink a beer, talk about your mom and them. The longest 4 weeks of my life is whenever I sell a boat and when I'm waiting for my new one. And what are we doing here today? Where are we at?
Sport Marine.
We're at Sport Marine. Marvin knows how to read. This is Marvin. He's my main man up front. He answers the phone when nobody else will.
How's it going?
The boat has finally made it here. We've got the hull, we've got the aluminum. We're checking out his step one. They've already pulled it out of the mold and all that stuff, but that's a little bit slow, a little bit boring. So we're gonna start shooting the video here about the birth of the 2020 Caleb Cat.
Yes, sir.
So let's go, Marvin, let's go look at it. Man, oh man. Look at this thing. Look at that. Hey, science proves that a little red stripe makes a boat drive faster, float skinnier. It's proven. So, got the aluminum put on. I got to take it over to Redline where we're going next to get it powder coated, get it nice and protected. Anthony does a great job over there. We're going to talk to him. My console, I got it cut down real short so that whenever I sit up there, I can see over it. So what do we have left to do with this thing? We still got to cut the hatches in it. We got them marked out here. Be really good if it had a motor on it. Not only does science prove that a red stripe makes them go faster, science also proves that a motor does it. Brand new Coastline trailer. Woo! Got the mag wheels. Mag wheels, y'all. All right, I'm gonna get this stuff pulled off of this boat, strapped on the trailer. We're gonna go see Anthony over at Redline. Can I touch this?
Yeah. It probably might be a little hot.
Check this out. Can I do my whole boat in this?
Yeah.
Hey, so we made it back. We are at Redline Powder Coating. They did my last boat, and the quality was phenomenal. I beat the heck out of it. You guys know I fish 15, 20 days a month. I don't take care of my stuff too well, and it held up great. This is Anthony Jackson. Anthony,
how's it going, guys?
He is Mr. Redline Powder Coating. There's nowhere else I would get it done. So whenever I came last time, I was talking to Anthony. I was really concerned about it. You know, you want it to hold up. And Anthony was telling me they take a lot of steps to really get it done. You said you'll do something called overgassing?
Outgassing, yeah.
Outgassing.
Yeah, when we get any oils or anything in the metal, we get it out so it doesn't come underneath the coating.
Right, so they take the extra steps, they do the work. I use the textured black, I love it. I wouldn't take it anywhere else. I have to drive over an hour just to bring this stuff to Anthony.
We appreciate you.
Hey, we love Anthony too. So hey, this is Anthony, Redline Powder Coating, for all of your powder coating needs. Do grandma's toe clippers, do your boat, do whatever it is. So Anthony, appreciate you.
Thank you.
We're gonna visit Anthony again when it's all done, but really happy to get it out. Anthony said it'd be done in 12 hours, right?
Right, exactly.
12 hours. Hey, snap, and it's done. So the powder coating is back. It is done. Very exciting stuff. Redline did a great job, as they always do. It's a black texture, and it's kind of got a silver sheen to it, which I always thought was really neat. They're cutting in everything. They're hanging the power poles, the trim tabs, all that stuff. I want to show you this though. These JH boats don't have any wood in them. They're Nitacore. So that's what the Nitacore actually is right there. It's stronger than fiberglass. It's stronger than plywood. It won't rust. It's another great selling point on these boats is when you get it, there's nothing for it to really go bad. It still comes with a 7-8 year warranty, but there's not much to worry about in them. But when something does happen, they really stand behind it. I've had them do it before. The hatches, absolutely huge. Again, there's the Nitacore that really sets these boats apart from a lot of the manufacturers out there. Anybody that has ever got a new boat knows the sheer joy of this package right here. And we got it done. What would it take? 2 weeks to rig, John?
Yeah, normally we rig them in about a week. This one's a little bit more with the mid-tower and all that, but we got it done about a week and a half, so yeah.
I think he's saying I'm difficult.
To say the least.
Yeah, but that's what makes it fun. It's the challenge of the chase, right? So John's build, this is my third Outlaw, and I love them. They handle great. It turns like it's on rails. They run in nothing. They're a good smooth ride. On this one, I went with the longer one. I need a little bit bigger deck. There's nothing wrong with the bigger deck, right?
Hey, the 25, everything's only better as it gets bigger, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
The 25 definitely is a great boat. It does a lot of good things. Drives and handles like the 23. Does get across rough water really good. So
yeah.
I mean, it only adds to the type of boating that people in Texas have to overcome so many different things: shallow water, rough water, big bays, shallow bays. And
that's a lot of the reason I got it. And I was able to run a 25 while I was waiting on this one, and he's right. It does everything that 23 does. It's actually, I feel like it's a little bit shallower. It's a faster hole, and whenever I get it to the house, we're gonna do a walkthrough of the boat so you can see all the little different things. But one thing I wanted to hit with John, this boat has no wood in it. There's nothing in it to rot or go bad. And
none of our boats do. I mean, we build the Outlaw from 18.5 to 25 foot, and they're all built that way. They all have fiberglass stringers. They all have foam. There's no wood in them anywhere, including our V bottoms, our 240 that we build the same way, and our 250 as well.
So I went with a longer deck, but no wood, right? No wood, longer deck. But no, Sport Marine they're great. I wouldn't do business anywhere else. If another boat company called me and said, we'll give you a free one, I'd rather give John and Sport Marine my money to keep running these boats. But I am going to go put some fuel. How much gas you got in it for me right now?
We've got a full 10 gallons in it.
There's 10 gallons. I'm going to go drop this thing.
Some more.
We're going to drop this thing in the river right now. I've got customers tomorrow, so we're going to drop it in the river right now and use all of that 10 gallons. Then we're going to go on an overview of the boat. But John, thank you so much for the boat.
Thank you again.
Very excited to have it.
Absolutely, glad to have you.
Hey, we're going to talk about this in a minute. There's a Mercury back there now. So, backstory, 2 years ago, I told John I would like to have a Mercury on my boat, and he said he would like me to go find a different boat to put that Mercury on. But we've come so far, sir.
Oh yes, we have. So we're glad to have Mercury now. It's a good product. These motors run really good. We're happy with them.
Yep.
So we're Yamaha as well. But
my Yamahas have been great.
Yeah,
I haven't had a single problem out of any of them.
Nope, we're not mad at either one of them. So.
No, we're happy. So hey, see you at the river. So we went and ran it yesterday evening, Taylor and I am so incredibly impressed with this boat. This is the first Outlaw 25-foot mid-tower that they've built, and definitely the first one that's a mid-tower with a 300 Mercury on it. So none of us really knew how to prop it, didn't know what to expect from it, and I'm stoked. We've only ran one prop on it, and that was the 19 Bravo XC. I was getting about 6,000 RPMs and about 58 miles an hour. You know, proofs on video. I did record it, so there were pictures. It did happen. But anyway, I'm gonna show you how I set this thing up real quick. I've got to get it packed up, loaded up. I'm off to Matagorda to start guiding in it tomorrow morning. So as always, I run the trim tabs. There's always argument whether you need them or not. I like them because it'll get me up in shallower water, or if the chop's bad, it'll shove the nose down and give me a better ride. The dual power poles, especially with guiding or tournament fishing, I like to have the option to stick my boat to where it stays sideways to the wind so that my customers can concentrate a shoreline, or me and Daniel can concentrate a shoreline. As we've already seen, the 300 Mercury Pro XS, I've been begging for this motor for years. I finally got it. I couldn't be more excited. This thing is an absolute animal. One thing I might do is later on, I might drop some cash and put some power steering on it, because the Mercury's a great motor. I ran the Evinrude G2s on some of the demo boats while I was waiting for this one, and boy, that power steering was nice. And I could do more with that boat, because I could just zip through stuff and didn't have to worry about, you know, catching it whenever the steering was getting tight. So that might be something I do. Rear seat, comfortable. Customers got to be comfortable. I put 3 cleats on both sides on all of my boats. That middle cleat is great for tying off, but it's also excellent for whenever I'm drifting. I can throw out a drift sock and attach it to a midpoint of the boat. The bottom of the 25 is the same as the 23s. There's not much difference there. It's just a bigger boat. I need to put a safety chain there. I will do that eventually. The safety stuff is something I usually lack on. But the mid tower is the same as on my 23. It's the same measurement, same everything. I was really happy with it. One thing I added this time is my seats. I don't know if I can do this without sitting in it. My seats will actually swivel. So, you know, if I'm guiding or something and we're wanting to drift, but man, when you fish for days and days at a time, you start getting tired and sore. So I can actually click the seat to about right here, and I can drift fish with my customers and give my back and my legs a little bit of a break. So there's that. We added the ham pad in this time to give my ankles and my knees a little bit of time to relax. I'm getting old, y'all. Stuff's starting to hurt. The flashlight LED bar. The storage is just like I showed you on my last boat. I've got the middle hatch here. It's huge. These hatches on this 25, they're quite a bit bigger than the 23. The 23's got a ton of storage, but this is even more here, so that's nice. You got to pack a lot of stuff. I think I carry like 8 life jackets usually. Hey, if y'all pay attention to me, especially on the Bite Me podcast, y'all know the story about me spraining my wrist, opening a jar of pickles for the wife. You know, we call it the pickle wrist. And most of the gas caps are the big round thing here. JH actually hooked me up and took care of little old me on this time, so that a pickle wrist don't get to hurting me too much. Let's see what else. I put the handle on it this time to help customers climb up. I told them last time on my last boat, I promise you next time you come with me, I'm gonna have you set up where it's easier to get in and out. This is kind of a neat upgrade here. They put all my fuses, my Perco, everything on a panel right here, so it's protected from the weather, but I can open it up. And so this is let me see, it is the stereo amp, trolling motor, and I don't know, something. And then that's my Perco there, so I can kill everything, so I don't have to worry about my batteries being dead when I get back into my boat. My last boat, I had the Perco right here, and I really liked it, but this is just a better, cleaner look, I think. As usual, I have the dual live wells. I've got my real big tournament live well here with my pure oxygen, my recirculation, and then I've got recirc pumps and all that stuff in there. And then under this shiny, hey, look at this, all carbon fiber. All carbon fiber, that's nice. And then as usual with all JHs, you have another big live well here. So that's a nice added upgrade there. Here I've got my 2 cranking batteries, my oxygen tank. And other than that, we're pretty empty. The cool thing about these boats is the fuel tank is in the floor. So my riser box is all storage underneath my console. I mean, all I have here is my sub, Everything else is storage. Then up here, this is pretty neat. The gauges, there's actually a Simrad GPS unit. It's a 4-inch unit. So this actually works as a GPS just like this does, but it gives me all kinds of good information. I did elect this time to get the jack plate indicator. If you look back from where I drive at, that seat and whoever's sitting in it is usually in the way to let me know where my jack plate is, and that can be a problem because, you know, these boats, they like it to be in certain areas for certain conditions. So now I can just look down right here and get that. So that's a new upgrade on my boat. JL audio head unit. It's pretty nice, I guess. I haven't gotten to mess with it much. One thing that's new on these boats, and this is a fly-by-wire throttle here, so the resistance is actually programmable, so it's real light, real easy to use. One thing that is new though is this is the jack plate actuator here, or switch, or whatever you may call it. So it's pretty neat. So I mean, my hands right here, that picks it up and that puts it down, and then vice versa on the bottom. So that's kind of nice. I've got my burn bar that folds up, but it's a pretty close setup to my last boat. I just added 50 more horses with a different brand of motor, made in America motor. It's like my DOA lures were made in America. The more made in America we could get, the better, in my opinion. But it's pretty much the same setup, 2 foot longer, a couple more horses. The other thing I did change up is now my live well is insulated, so it'll help keep the water at a more stable temperature. I'm hoping that I'm be able to dump a bag of ice in it whenever my customers do keep fish, and I won't have to carry 2 coolers with me all the time. I really like to throw my, my big Yeti bag in, or my 1 Orion cooler, and I don't like hauling a bunch of stuff with me. So I'm hoping that insulation will also help keep ice to put fish in when my customers do want to keep them. But that's the new boat. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna love taking care of the black, but it looks pretty, right? But that's my new boat. Thanks so much to Sport Marine. Very, very excited to have it. So hey, come catch a ride on it. Good to see every one of you, and we will catch you on the next one.